Hello, everybody. This is Michael Fair from FilmFestivalCircuit.com. And today we are joined by a screenwriter, Jaime A. Cedeno, who he did a very, very good job at two of our festivals. We just wrapped up Oregon Screams Horror Film Festival in Portland at the Clinton Street Theater, where he finished as his screenplay Killer Static, finished as a finalist for the Best Dark Drama Screenplay Award. And then in the fall of 2025, he actually won the Best Drama Screenplay Award at the Atlanta After Dark Film Festival. So very accomplished screenwriter, and just, pleasure to have you, my man. How you doing today, Jaime?
I'm great. I just want to say thank you to, Atlanta After Dark and to Oregon for allowing me to, just participate and for you guys to love it. I mean, anyone who's in the field of, screenplay writing, or it's not easy and it's a labor of love, your work and actually enjoy it. That means so much to me. So I appreciate that.
I'll definitely pass on the word. I mean, when you're able to impress two completely different groups of human beings reading your screenplay, you're accomplishing something. You're onto something. You're crossing markets because they're completely different groups of judges at Oregon Screams and Atlanta After Dark. So kudos to you, my man, for, getting selected is hard enough, but, to be nominated for awards and to win one, you're on the right track. And I'm sure that everyone who's watching right now is like, you got to tell me, what is this about? What's the screenplay about?
So basically it's about a up-and-coming indie goth synth musician. Her name is Stacey Static. She's the main character. She's finally starting to break through in the underground scene. She's gonna get some traction, some fame, and she attracts the attention of a very dangerous fan who initially you think is a stalker, but turns out to be something far worse. They ensue and they have a nice little game of cat and mouse. He's hell-bent on making her his, basically. It's got its twists and turns, and I hope people enjoy reading it and hopefully one day getting to watch. Fun to write.
Excellent. Well, tell me, what made you write this particular story?
That's a great question, and it's a very funny story, believe it or not. So I live in South Florida. I'm in Miami. I went to an underground music gathering, and they had a synth DJ. I don't want to say her name, but she's semi-famous state of Florida. She came up from Orlando, and I was there at the show, and I was just hanging her perform on stage. Her merch table manager and I think her boyfriend or some other guy was there. She had two bodyguards standing in front of her, and people were talking to them, and I was just over-listening their conversation, overhearing them. And they were like, oh no, we had to get bodyguards because she's gotten this stalker fan who's really, really obsessing over her, and he's even threatened to kill her. And I was like, And the wheels started turning. So, and that kind of segued me to writing Killer Static.
All right. Excellent. That's cool to know. I was going to ask you, other than the original artist or the person that you saw, do you envision anyone in this role? Yeah. Like anybody from Hollywood? Have you ever thought, any faces or people come to mind?
For the titular role, like Zeladay, that's who I would want.
All right. Good choice. That's cool, man. Well,
thank you.
Give us an idea of, what stage are you at? So you've written the screenplay. I believe it's 122 pages. So it's a full length feature.
Yeah.
What stage are you at with this work? Are you in development, or are you doing some rewrites, or where are you at?
I'm back in the rewriting phase, but right now it's very superficial, just light stuff that I'm rewriting, trying to tighten up the dialogue. I mean, you're always open to more rewrites. It's never complete until it's in the can. So, and I'm also, I'm pre-rep right now, so I'm looking for representation. I've been on a couple of hot lists for must-reads for Killer Static and for another screenplay I wrote called Salem Witch House. So I'm just waiting and seeing, and I'm just going to keep plugging away on the to get my name out there, trying to build a rep, and, hopefully people will be interested enough to reach out to me, and I'm open to that. I really would like to see something created, developed one day. That's a life goal of mine, believe it or not. So
yeah, good stuff, man. Well, if a production company or somebody wants to reach out to you, what's the best way for them to do so?
I'm on Film Freeway. I have an active pro there. That's how I was able to join. I also have an IMDb. I'll forward you all that information so you can link it. You know, it was under my name, Jaime A. Cedeno. Literally the only one there. Been doing it now I started when I was 35, so gonna be 45. So I've been in it now good 10 years almost. So
man, you look
and
young,
I'm just
dude.
starting to warm up. Thank you. And I'm just starting to warm up telling people. I haven't even hit my peak yet, so watch out.
Nice. I thought this guy was like, 31 years old, man. What are you talking about?
No, I'm in my 40s. If you look over here, I've got some gray coming in already. So
I shaved mine off. I'm almost 52. So, well, good stuff, man. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you and finding out more about the screenplay. Just a couple more questions if you have the time.
Sure. Of course.
And here's the two questions, and you can answer either one if you want. Sure. So question one would be, hey, what's your next steps, just career-wise? And then, my last question was just like, is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything we forgot? Anything you'd like to say?
Next steps. Well, I just finished my 6th screenplay back in the tail end of December for around Christmas. It's titled Death Triangle. I'm going to go back and do a second round of rewrites. But I did have a very close friend of mine read it, and he said it gave him, what did he say? No Country for Old Men meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes.
What?
His words. Okay, cool. It's slow burn, but it's got that chaos element to it. So it's slow burn chaos, if that makes any sense. But I'm taking a break right now because of life. I'm finishing my degree, and I'm working, and I have a degree in radiology. I'm trying to finish up. I work full time, and I am taking care of my mother who has medical issues as well. So I try to write when I can in those little brief breaks. And next, I'm probably going to take a couple of months off from writing actively. And I already have my next, so I don't take a break without having already something lined up. And so I have my next idea. I'm already in the process of working through act progression. I know my characters, I know my players, as I like to call them. And, I know the beginning point and the end point. And for me, it's just filling in the blanks from let's get from A to Z and everything that happens in the middle. It's going to be psychological sci-fi horror, so I don't want to say too much. But I've got about 6 to 8 pages of material already. It's just me sitting down and actually, locking in. So, yeah.
Nice. You got me intrigued. Sci-fi is by far my favorite genre, if you can tell from the Predator, Badlands, and Tron Ares posters and stuff in the background. I mean, since I was a kid, man, like, Terminator, Aliens, like you name it. Like it was just sci-fi has always been my jam,
I'm just a big movie buff. I love watching movies, good movies, bad movies, art house, college projects. I'll watch it all because I'm kind of a nerd. So
I would describe myself as that too, because it's, hey man, I like the sci-fi, I like the nerdy stuff. Predator Badlands was probably the coolest sci-fi thing that I saw last year. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I was kind of going in there like, oh, I hope this is good. When you find yourself like rooting for the Predator by the end of it, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And
that was interesting.
Yeah, which is like, it was pretty good. But directing wise, man, I don't know if you saw Warfare, but that was like the best freaking movie I've seen in like 2 years. Yeah.
Really? Heard of it. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. It was good.
I think it's on HBO Max now. Yeah. I mean, just what I liked about it, it was military nonfiction. So the director or the co-director was actually there during the incident. It was something that happened in Iraq with a SEAL team unit that got trapped behind enemy lines, basically. And so there's none of the like Mission Impossible, like jumping and shooting people with your gun sideways in slow motion and all that. It was none of that like garbage. Like it was actually dope. Like it was, in the past 2 years, directing wise, it's the way they cut it all together, the way they did the action, the acting was very convincing. Like just as a film, it's the best thing. And of course, it happened to me in Indy, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to bash Hollywood. I don't want to go too far off the reservation with the interview here, but that just came to mind. So if you check that out, drop me an email. I think it's just HBO Max just streaming right now. So that was it. So, well, look, my man, thanks. It was good to talk to you, pick your brain about film stuff and talk about this. Best of luck with this screenplay. I think you'll really, in the right hands, I think this could be very successful. And so good job. And prayers go out to your mom who you're taking care of. And, I hope all goes well with that.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Have a great day.